You know, if you have any, I'm doing that. Remember the project folder, if you're surprised that it's empty, don't be, because we haven't saved anything in there yet. Okay, let me review how we do the grades first. Let me see if I can find that. No, I think I closed it. Yeah, I closed it. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, I'll find it later. Okay, let's just review how you are going to complete the project. So notice that there are just lines of instructions. The first line is the only line that doesn't tell you what to do. The first line just says Word Module Project. And that is always the first line. No matter how it is changed, it is always the first line. The second line, save this document as Word Module Project _ your first name. So you replace your first name with your own first name. But in order to get full credit for this, you have to write it exactly as it is stated here. Word Module Project _ Yolanda. For example. Okay, the next one, change the font of all lines of this document to Times New Roman 14 purple. Change the font of all lines. All lines. How many lines are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 lines. So you're going to change the font, the size, and the color of every single line in the document. Number 4, horizontally align the first line to center, apply, okay. So that's the first line. There shouldn't be any misunderstanding with that one. The next one, set the line spacing of, okay, there should be no difficulty with that either. Apply any style of bullets to all the paragraphs below the first line. Remember, a paragraph, you write something and you press enter, that creates a paragraph. So you're going to apply any style of bullet to all the paragraphs below the first line. And the first line is Word Module Project. Change the orientation, should have no difficulty with that. Copy and paste the first line below the last line in this document, keeping the source formatting. So that has to do with paste. So you're going to copy and paste the first line, Word Module Project. No matter what it looks like, how it is changed, it is always the first line. Change the margins to moderate. There should be no problem with that. Create a hyperlink of Carlos Rosario Charter School website below this line. So you could put it below the Word module, or you could put it right below this line. It doesn't matter. Any questions about the project?
Do we put this on the second page that we did yesterday?
No, this is the project. Yesterday wasn't, yesterday was just an exercise.
Okay.
This is the project. You're being graded for this. Huh? No, this is for homework on your own. And it's going to be due on Monday. In fact, let me fix that now. Set it up to be due on Monday.
So the exercise yesterday wasn't, we ain't had to turn that in, did we?
Repeat that?
I said the exercise.
One moment. Let me increase my volume for a second. Go ahead, say that again.
Said the exercise we did yesterday, we didn't have to turn it in.
No, that was just practice, exercise to practice a little bit before the test. Okay, remember you always submit your assignments in the assignments folder. So this is going to be due on Monday, May 2nd. Monday, May 2nd. Any questions about the project, the Word project? What's that?
The second paragraph, the one with the red wavy end of that with the spelling check, we just keep that.
Which line?
Word module project and your first name is underlined with the red wavy. like for the spelling.
Oh, just remove that. Remove the red wavy underline. Just add it to the dictionary.
Okay.
Yeah, add it to dictionary. She was saying that the second line where it says, save this document as Word module project underscore your first name, that it has a red wavy underline. So that's because that's not in the Word dictionary. So just add it to the dictionary.
Yes, my question is, on this place, you said what my new project. Then I write our first name there, right?
Where?
He said, save this document as my new Word module project, your first name. So we're gonna put our first name there.
Yes.
Can I explain something? Because he also asking me about the area. The second line, you already said in Word, Word file, OneDrive, right? When you send it again on the second line, you have another file name. Second line, you project, I think, sorry. Word module project underscore your name. This is another name. So how many you have? Two. The first one from OneDrive, the second one from this file. So that's good.
So you'll have both of these in the projects folder in OneDrive. You'll have this one, the one that you haven't, the one that you saved first, and then you're gonna have the one that you save as Word module project, your first name. So one is, the file name of this one is Word project, but the one that you're going to do is going to be called Word module project underscore your first name. Huh?
We have to change the name.
You have to save it with a new name. What's that? What?
No rename.
One second.
Save.
One second.
So, are we going to work on this one and then save it again, or are we going to?
You're going to go and open this file that you just saved. You saved it in the projects folder in OneDrive. You
and
just
I'm
did
going
that.
to work on it,
It's your assignment,
the assignment.
right?
I'm not going to work on that one and then save us in OneDrive and put in the Word module project.
Tell you what, just do it, okay? Just follow the instructions. Then after you have tried it and had difficulty, then you ask questions or you submit it and then I'll tell you what you did wrong, okay?
Okay.
You're saying?
Yes.
Okay, okay, uh-huh.
I don't understand. You said two heights. First,
Forget that.
yeah,
Just do this.
yeah.
Just do this. That's it. Okay, let's close it. Now let's return to Schoology. And we have another new folder. We have Microsoft Excel folder. Go ahead and open it. Oh, let me change the assignments folder should always be pink. Pink, pink, pink. Let me fix the projects folder also. It should be pink. Should be pink. Okay, so we open the Microsoft Excel folder. And there are two files. There's the KWL chart, Excel 2016, and the basics of Microsoft Excel 2016. That's the handout. So let's download and save the KWL chart first. So we're gonna save these in the Excel folder in OneDrive. So we're opening the KWL chart, Excel 2016. We're downloading it. And we are saving it in the Excel folder in OneDrive.
Okay, so this is, that is OCX, but on Excel folder.
Hmm?
This is a Word document, but on Excel folder.
It's not an Excel assignment. I mean, it's not a Word assignment.
But save aside,
It's an Excel assignment. It's an Excel assignment. It's not a Word assignment.
chart, Excel,
What's that?
the KWL chart, Excel,
Microsoft Excel 2016, yes.
DLC, that's DLCX. It is,
That doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
No, because it's an Excel assignment. It's an Excel work that you have to do. It's not a Word work. Although it's created in Word, it's not a Word assignment. It's an Excel assignment. So any assignment that you do for Excel, you save it in the Excel folder.
Yeah,
Any assignment you do for Word, you save it in the Word folder.
yes.
Even if the assignment is created in Excel and it's a Word assignment, it goes to the Word folder, even if it's created in Excel. So the file that it is created in doesn't count, doesn't matter. Don't even think about that. Go ahead. Okay, any other questions? Okay. So this is what you do with the KWL chart. We did one of these before. So in the first column, write what you know or think you know about the topic of the lesson before reading the text. The text is the handout. So in the second column, write what you want to know about the topic of the lesson. Also before reading the handout. After you have read the lesson, write what you learned about the topic of the lesson in the third column. So the first two columns, column 1 and column 2, is what we're going to do right now. The last column, we do it once we are finished with, did we do an anticipation guide for Word?
Yes, we did about,
Oh, so we have to finish that first.
Yeah, we didn't finish that.
Now we have to complete it.
Okay, so we have to finish that. Let us download the stuff for Excel and then we're going to do the anticipation guide. Well, actually, I'll have you do the anticipation guide for Word as homework. Okay? Yeah. So the first column, what do you know about the topic? The topic is Microsoft Excel 2016. So you write if you know anything about Microsoft Excel, write what you know. If you don't know Excel, just write, I don't know anything about Excel. And what do you want to know? If you know a little bit about Excel, and there are certain things that you have heard of, have seen, or have learned before, but have forgotten, and want to review that again, or you can write that there. What do you want to know? If you don't know anything about Excel, just write whatever you want to write there. So that's all we're doing tonight, the first and second columns only. And then we save it when we are finished and close it. When we are finished the Excel handout, then we're going to do the third column. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to write in the first and second columns. If you have finished, raise your hand. No, not everyone is finished, so let's wait for the timer. We are finished with that. Okay, so save and close. Then we're going back to Schoology, back to the Microsoft Excel folder. Now we are going to download we are going to download Basics of Microsoft Excel 2016 and saving it in the Excel folder in OneDrive. Saving it in the Excel folder in OneDrive. Oh, I forgot one thing. Saving it in the Excel folder in OneDrive. You already have the KWL chart in the Excel folder. So now it's not going to be all alone. It's gonna have some company. Okay. Let me print this out for you. Let's see, was it this? I think this is it. So these are, I'm going to share with you all the things that you're going to learn in Excel. So this is what I just handed out to students. So we are going to, of course, learn how to open and close a workbook, save a workbook, concentrating on name and location, file name and location where you save it, identify parts of the Excel screen, locate a specific cell, enter data in a cell, copy and move cell entries, format cells and text, create headings and freeze them, insert and delete rows and columns, adjust row and column height size, identify worksheet tabs, create new tabs, rename tabs, and rearrange tabs. Write a formula in the formula bar, select a range, use autofill and auto sum, and understand the difference, sort and filter, insert charts, select a print area, choose page orientation and print. So those are the things that we're going to be learning in Excel. Okay, 1 minute. Let me go to the Word folder so that you can submit your anticipation guide. Let me see. Anticipation guide. Where's anticipation guide? Here we go. Anticipation guide. So I'm gonna make that due on Monday as well, the anticipation guide for Word. So that's gonna be May 2nd. That's a homework. That's it. Okay, so once you finish your anticipation guide for Word 2016, you can submit it. Okay. Yeah, we just saved the, okay, let's go back to the handout, the basics of Microsoft Word 2016. There's nothing to change on the first page because we don't have any semester listed. So we learn about the basics of Microsoft Excel 2016 to prepare for the North Star Excel 2016 assessment. Okay, so page 2 is our table of contents. So we can go to the different sections from here, but we can also go to the different sections by clicking in the status bar where you have the page numbers. You get your navigation pane, and you can also navigate in this document using both of these, the navigation pane or the table of contents. If I click headings in the navigation pane, you're gonna have the same headings that are here in the navigation pane are the same headings that are here in the table of contents. And remember, to get the one, all you have to do is in the navigation pane, let's say we want to go to save and save as, we just click on it and it takes us to save and save as. Okay, let me return to the beginning and then let's go down, page down. Okay, or you can do here in the table of contents, you put your mouse pointer on a section of the document where you want to go, and you can see it says click, control and click. So you press control and click, and it takes you to that section of the handout. Any questions about that? Okay, so let's go. Let's click Introduction to Microsoft Excel 2016. Here we go. Okay, so let's start with Kokobi. Kokobi, could you read the title and those two first paragraphs, please?
Introduction to Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is a digital spreadsheet program.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The spreadsheet is used to enter, calculate, organize, analyze, and display data in the tabular form. The tabular form is one used to display information using a group of columns. Digital spreadsheet like Microsoft Excel were created to that imitate paper accounting worksheet that were used in business or financial information. Here an example of a spreadsheet.
Thank you. So Excel is a digital spreadsheet. Before personal computers, they used to use books. Let me show you some of the paperwork that they used to use back then. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. No, that's not it. Where is it? Where did I close it? Do another one then. Paper spreadsheet. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like this thing right here. Yeah, they had to write everything they had to write. And imagine humans writing stuff, writing numbers. Imagine all the mistakes, right? Because if it's human, there's, I thought there was going to be an announcement. If it's human, there's going to be mistakes. And pages and pages. Look at this one. Pages and pages of stuff. And you had to keep those records. You have to, if you have a business, you have to keep those records. Here, more papers. Papers and papers, and they had these cabinets that were so full and full of papers because they had to keep the records of years and years of, so, and everything was written by hand. So that's the origin of the spreadsheet, right? You put it on the table, you spread them out, and you analyze your data that way. So, yes, so that's a spreadsheet. Excel is a spreadsheet, but a digital spreadsheet. And you use it to do a whole lot of things: calculate, organize, analyze, display. And whenever we talk about tabular, think of table, right? Remember when we inserted the table? We chose columns and rows. So that's what tabular means. Anything that is a grid, right? A grid is something that, like in some cities, everything is in a grid. Everything is lined up. You have your avenues and then you have your streets. So in Excel, it's tabular because you're dealing with columns and rows. And so digital spreadsheets like Microsoft Excel were created to simulate, right? Simulate means to imitate. So they were created to simulate the paper accounting worksheets that were used back in the days. But it wasn't so far or long. I don't want to think that it was so far, because when I was a business major in college, my undergraduate was business. And when, of course, part of business, you have to study accounting. So in my accounting class, we used the spreadsheets and we had to write everything down. So some people might want to say it was a long time ago. I want to say, no, it wasn't too long ago.
Just in case. You can use, page of that,
Mhm. Sure,
yeah,
sure,
page where like, hi,
yeah. But there are still countries where people, businesses don't have the computers, so they still use those books. Yeah. Okay, and Enrique? I always want to call you Ernesto. I don't know why. Sorry about that. My apologies. Could you go ahead and read those, the rest of the paragraphs on page 2?
Microsoft Excel is a useful because you can easily display mathematical information and calculate data by using formulas and other tools. You can also display data in an Excel spreadsheet in the form of text, numbers, or paragraphs.
And graphics.
Oh, yeah, graphics. Microsoft Excel 2016 was released with the Microsoft Office suite by the Microsoft Corporation for Mac OS,
Mac OS.
Mac OS in July 2015, and for the Windows in September 2015. Excel is a usually calling can be opening in different ways. The easier ways to open it is to initially tint into the test bar, and then you can click the icon once. Every time it's needed. Other ways to open if it's by clicking the search bar and entering the word Excel in the space provided and click it. Another way is to click the start button and search the programs in the start menu and click it once. You can also pin it to the start menu where it will remain, and you will also need to click it once to open it. You can also place a copy on the desktop where you will double click to open it.
Thank you. So everyone knows about all these ways to open programs.
it's the same as the book.
What's that?
This is the same as the book, but I will.
Exactly, exactly. So we're just gonna move along. Okay, Glenda, could you read those two paragraphs on page 3, please?
When Excel opens for the first time, the start screen appears. On the left, it displays the most recent workbook you have created. Open it or edit it. To the right at the top, there is a search box to search for online templates on the office.com website. To the far right, you are able to log in to your Microsoft account. And below are different types of templates, including blank workbook. When you open a blank workbook, the new workbook displays a window with many different elements. It's important to understand that each element function is to be able to use Excel properly and efficiently. See below to view all the elements of the Excel window.
Thank you. So here are all the elements of the Excel window, 16 of them. About maybe a third of them, about a third of them we already know from Word. But first, let's look at the Microsoft Excel 2016 start screen. It's different from the Microsoft Excel 365 that we use on our computers. So you have the dark green area on the left where you have all your recent workbooks that you have saved or opened and edited. And below you have a link where you can open other workbooks. On the right-hand side at the top, you have your search box. And below the search box, you have different options of different types of templates that you can choose. And then to the right of the search box, you have where you can log into your Microsoft account or log out. And then below those, you have your templates. And remember, a blank, is it workbook or worksheet? The blank workbook is a template because it comes chock full of all the options you need to just begin working in it. And the thing with Excel, it's always best if you're doing, especially if you're doing complicated stuff, it's best to get a template because the templates are already set up with all those complicated formulas that you need to use in Excel. We're going to talk about some simple formulas in this class, but there are so many really advanced formulas that can do so many different things that it's always best to use a template if you're not a strong user of Excel. So that's what it looks like when you open Microsoft Excel 2016. Let's look at what it looks like when you open Microsoft Excel 365. Let's go ahead and open Microsoft Excel 365. If you don't have it pinned to your taskbar, go ahead and pin it to your taskbar. Let me pin it to my taskbar. Pin the taskbar, okay. There we go. This is the start screen of Excel 365. You can see how different it is from Excel 2016. So at this point, this start screen is not important for you. Remember, this screen is what's important for you. This start screen is what's important for you. This is the 2016 start screen. Let's go back here. It has most things that are on 2016, but it's just arranged differently. Okay. So here are the elements of the Excel window. So some of them, we don't need to even talk about them because we are experts with them already, such as the quick access toolbar. Yes, you are experts. So the quick access toolbar, the title bar, the ribbon, the status bar, the view buttons, the zoom slider. So we're going to concentrate on the new stuff that's unique to Excel, such as the name box, formula bar, active cell, column, row, vertical and horizontal scroll bars, tab scrolling buttons, sheet tabs. That's it, yeah. Okay, now let's look at the elements as they appear in Excel 2016. This is what it looks like in Excel 2016. Let me hide this ribbon. It's in my way. So this is the Excel 2016 window. And the quick access toolbar is in the same place as it is in Word. The title bar in the same place as well. The ribbon in the same place. The status bar, same place. The view buttons, same place. And the zoom slider, same place. So where do we begin? We begin with number 4, the name box. Let's go to the definition. Let's go to the definition and let's see what it says about the name box. Displays the cell address. Displays the cell address. The cell address displays the column letter first, followed by the row number. The user can enter a cell address to access a cell. So the name box displays the cell address. Now let's talk about what the cell address is. Let's go ahead and click blank workbook. And here we are. You can see the difference between 365 365 So 365, I'm sorry, 365 on the right and 2016 on the left. And even your 365 looks different from mine, right? Crazy stuff. But all the basic things are in the same place. The name box is right here. The name box number 4 is right here. This is the name box here. The formula bar is in the same place as well. This is the formula bar. And cells. So all of these boxes that you see here, they are called cells. C-E-L-L-S, cells. And a cell is where a column meets a row. When a column meets a row, it creates a cell. Each cell has its own individual address, just like every house or building in a city has an address. So does the cell in an Excel worksheet. So all the cells except for cell A1, as you can see in the name box. Name box has A1. That's the default cell address in Excel, A1. A is the column, right? The column letter. And 1 is the row number. And that's the way it's always read. You always read the column letter first and then the row number. So A1, that's the default cell address in Excel. Whenever you open Excel, it always opens with A1 as the active cell. Let's go here and look for what we mean by active cell. Active cell. Let's see, where is that? Active cell. The cell that is currently selected. It has a green border and is available to have data entered. Type and data will be entered automatically. So you click on an active cell and you just type and the data is entered. Whatever you type is going to be entered only in the active cell. So let's go back to, so our active cell is A1. You can see the green border, but not only is there a green border, in the lower right corner, there's a little box, a little square box. We'll talk about that. It's an important thing. So the number box, if I click this cell over here, it becomes the active cell and the address is shown in the name box. If I click over here, it becomes the active cell and the cell address displays in the name box. But not only does the cell address display in the name box, but you can see the the column letter gets highlighted. So does the row number, so that you can easily read the cell address by just looking at the letters that head the columns and the numbers that head the rows. And you can see C20, right? Just look without looking in the name box. You look at the top of the grid, right? Because this is all those cells put in place like that is a grid. So you see C is active and 20 is active. It's like if I click over here, you can see the T is active there and the 4 is active over here, and you can see the address in T4. I mean, in the name box, the address T4 in the name box. Another thing about the name box, if let's say it's a large worksheet and you have to go down to, let's say, ZZ 100, let's say ZZ 100. All you have to do is put it in there, put it in the name box, write it in the name box and press enter. And look at that. What does it say up here? And what does it say over here? Uh-huh. Isn't that nice? I love Excel. I love Excel. Okay. What's that?
More excited than the other.
Yes.
More.
Yes. Yes. The what?
You don't know what happened last night? This in London was fire.
Oh, that's nice to know. Okay, so that's, and if we want to, it works, the same keyboard shortcuts that we use in Word, like Control Home. If I click Control Home, there, it takes me to A1. Okay. Any questions about the name box? The name box does other things as well, but that's more advanced stuff. Okay, so now let's look at the formula bar. Number 5, the formula bar displays the data entered in the active cell. Can be used to enter data into an active cell. So formula bar displays the data entered in the active cell. So remember, the active cell is always the most important cell. So let's say right here in A1, I type my name, my first name. And you can see the formula bar. This is the formula bar. Becomes active, and these things on the side become active as well. But if I click, if I make another cell active, this is not available and this is not doing
Good evening,
anything.
Carlos Rosario, students, teachers, and staff. Today is Wednesday, April 27th. These are the evening announcements. Students who wrote their name for the parking raffle for the month of May and June, the names are in. Please go to the auditorium to pay for your parking. You will have until tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow will be the last day to pay for the parking.
You didn't get one?
Student services will be in room 217 on the second floor, answering questions about the presentation services. Food services is selling hot meals near there. At this time, classes in level 5, level 4, and level 1 can be dismissed.
They're coming tomorrow, right? That one?
So Dream of Excel tonight. And see you. Huh? Okay. Huh?
The video, do we have, do you, get the video for you?
What tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me stop. In fact, let me stop it right now.
Miss Yolanda,
Hi, Sandra. How you doing?